When it comes to vacations, negotiation is key. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm the CowHatLibrarian, and this was a fun one. It is Sloth and Squirrel on Vacation by Cathy, Ballou, Mealey, and Collier. As our story starts, Squirrel and Sloth are friends who work at a pickle stand together. They serve pickles to other animals, rain or shine. But business is booming and they're getting tired. They could use a break. Even better, they could use a vacation. So they close up shop for a vacation and start talking about where they're going to go. And they exchange ideas, but their ideas aren't always in sync. Sloth wants to go to Lazy Lodge, and that sounds pretty boring to Squirrel. And Squirrel wants to go skydiving, and that doesn't sound so great to Sloth. But then, when they've run out of other ideas, they notice the bench they're sitting on has an ad for Paradise Park, something for everyone. And they agree. So they head off to Paradise Park together, and they plan on spending the whole time of their vacation together. Well, except when Sloth wants to lay around and Squirrel wants to do things like build a sandcastle and skip stones and go on other things. And so they agree that Squirrel's going to go check these things out while Sloth lays on the beach. And so Squirrel does. Goes rock climbing and kayaking and zip lining and parasailing and all these adventurous things, testing them out to see if Sloth would like them. Well, Sloth laid on the beach. And eventually Squirrel gets worn out and goes to lay on the beach. But Squirrel just missed Sloth, who'd gotten up to go look for Squirrel. And here's other animals talking about where Squirrel was. Like at the rock climb, and in a kayak, and paragliding, and so on. And in the end of things, they end up back together and agree that a good way to end their vacation is by getting ice cream together. And it turned out to be a pretty good vacation. So, this was really, really good. The dynamic duo, the two people who seem like polar opposites and have to get along together for one reason or another, is an old story type, but it was told very, very well here. The art style was quite good. I thoroughly enjoyed the illustrations. I loved looking at the Sloth and the Squirrel and their expressions. It was a lot of fun to see, particularly the difference between their antics at the Paradise Park when Squirrel zipline, when Squirrel's parasailing versus when Sloth does the same thing. Just the contrast between them and the amount of safety equipment they use and how carefully they're hanging on to things. It's small details, but it's very, very effective. The illustrations were great. And this was just a really, really great package. It firmly fits into the category of books that you can confidently read to kids, and it has a great message about friendship. You can be friends with someone who has different likes than you, and that's fine. Find ways so you can both do fun stuff and really enjoy the things that you can do together at the same time. And that's a great message. Now, if I was going to pair this with something in story time, the first book that came to mind for me was Making the Moose Out of Life, about a moose who isn't as adventurous as his friends. And when he's feeling like life isn't everything it could be, he sets off on a sailboat voyage and gets marooned on a deserted island. And he learns to embrace life and live it to its fullest from then. And this was very, very much in the same vein. If you liked the one, you'll like the other. I recommend it. Go borrow it from your public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where some public libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to continue improving the materials, programs, and services they offer. And if by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, Watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thanks for listening to me talk all about this one, more actively than a sloth, hopefully. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back to see what else I have to talk about from the CowHat Library. Thank you. Bye now.